live from Cleveland. This is Progressive Field. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Cleveland Guardians. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And towing the slab for the Cleveland Guardians, Gavin Williams. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Ready to go now. Zach Neto getting ready to hit. And we're underway in Cleveland. Foul ball there. The 0-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Batting second, left fielder Mike Trout.
All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. Not the highest team batting average for this squad. They're down towards the bottom of the league in total hits, and Singy, because of that, they don't score a ton.
Yeah, and Boog, I'm looking for a little better performance out of them today. I mean, if they're going to be dangerous, if they're going to be able to create scoring opportunities, they're going to have to start making some individual adjustments. A lot of players in this lineup probably aren't happy with how they've hit the ball so far. So today's a chance to get something going.
That clips the corner. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Vaughn Grissom in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Two down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. The 1-1.
Ball 2.
Swing and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. This one in the air, center field. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. So 1 hit is all they get, and now the Guardians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. Back here in Cleveland, and getting to start for the Angels, Ryan Zefferjon. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
They're going to start this one with the opener because of the matchups. Very favorable. I think we're going to see him empty the tank with really good fastball velocity to try to retire these first 3 hitters.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. And he hits a ground ball right side. Peraza fires over to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the Guardians lineup now. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Chase DeLauder, batting with one down, takes a strike. Zephyr John. He isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Yeah, that's fouled off.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings. But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
What does she need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and guys are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it.
That misses the zone. Full count now.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. One down. Jose Ramirez will hit next. And there's a foul ball. Oh, one down. That one fouled off. Oh, and 2 now. Got him swinging. 2 out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize.
That is the inning. Guardians turned away in the first. We played 1 in Cleveland with no score on the show. New inning getting started. So in now for the Angels, Joe Adell.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one outside. Ball 1.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Line drive, base hit, fair ball down the third baseline. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. Runner takes off, pitches low. Throw down to second. They're in plenty of time. He's caught stealing.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Then a quick tag before he reaches the base.
The 1-0. Liner caught at second.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Oswald Peraza, the next to hit for the Angels. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball. Swings through it for the K. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Daniel Schneemann.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Ball 1.
Popped up. Peraza under it. 1 down.
Batting 6th, left fielder, Angel.
Here's the left fielder, Angel Martinez. And a foul ball.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
And a base hit right there. And that's a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And up next for Cleveland, Travis Bazzana. Fouled off. He was late. Man at first, 1 away.
Ball.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Patrick Bailey digs in for the Guardians. That clips the inside corner for a strike. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2.
Ball.
On the ground and foul ball. 2 runs across in the inning, bottom half of inning number 2. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Next pitch is outside. To the right side, Peraza. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat. Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Ryan Zefferjon won't go any further. Not what they were hoping for from the opener, so we'll see a new arm on the mound when we get back. Jose Fermin gets the ball now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Two down, bases empty. And here is Brian Rocchio.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one. Oh, and an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
On the ground, right side, Peraza. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. Cleveland with a pair on this blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the Angels catcher, Sebastian Rivero. And that one hit to first, but that rolls foul. Late with the swing there. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And here is Bryce Teodosio. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And delivers outside. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Ball.
Ripped into right center. Base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
1 out. Runner at second. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels.
Ball.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. Oh, looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at bat strikeout.
Man at second. On a line. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. The run scores from second, and now they trail by 1. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
So now with 1 away and a man at second. Now Trout gets a chance to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. In there for strike 1. And he swings through that one. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play. And that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
Vaughn Grissom, the next to hit. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. Outside.
That's just out.
And that's ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Next offering is fouled back.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
And a swing and a miss. In the air, right field, DeLauder on his way over. And that is that. Angels get 1 on this double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Here in Cleveland, as we go to the last of the 3rd, Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. This one in the air, center field. Teodosio settles underneath it, takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Guardians,
Chase DeLauder digs in now. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Swing and a foul out of play. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Guardians, designated hitter, Jose.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Inside ball.
Ramirez, the switch hitting DH, 33 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one ran inside, almost got him. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. Fly to left his first time.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the last half of the 3rd. That one ripped. 2 away now.
Up next for the Guardians, third baseman, Daniel Schneemann.
2 aboard, 2 outs. So in now for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann. He's 0 for 1. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. Swings over the top of that one. Swings and chases a low one there. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. And gone. That's worth the price of admission. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 5-1.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 down, stepping up for the Guardians, Angel Martinez. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. That is the inning. Guardians put up 3 on this homer. It's now 5-1. Start of the 4th, and now the designated hitter for the Angels, Jorge Soler. That's to third. Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now batting Joe Adell. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Hey! Strike 2. The Guardians leading by 4. Top half of inning number 4. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Shanoel stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Out towards right center field. DeLauder gets under it, and that is that. Angels held in check. They're down here 5-1. Ready to go, bottom 4. Stepping up for the Guardians, Travis Bazzana. And that one ripped to left. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Guardians, catcher, Patrick.
And next is the Guardians catcher, Patrick Bailey. Grounded out his first time up. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Ground ball right side. Peraza fires over to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Grounded out his first time up. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. That is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Guardians 5 and the Angels 1. We go to the top of the 5th. So in now for the Angels, Oswald Peraza.
You know, these Angels, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Clips the corner. That's strike 2.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Struck him out swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Sebastian Rivero, the next to hit for the Angels. And first offering is fouled off. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Angels.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's the center fielder, Bryce Teodosio. A double and a run scored his first time up. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Guardians 5 and the Angels 1.
Now pitching for the
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Chase Silseth.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep this score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Just missed.
Down.
You know, these Guardians putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Fouled off to the right. One and 2 now. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. One, 2 now. In the air out to center. And he pulls up on it, and that's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the
Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Quick toss first, and he dives back in safely. DeLauder, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Action in the Angels bullpen. Brent Suter, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Kwan gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Nope.
Pitch misses there. Ball 3. Oh, look at the stop. There's one. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry.
Really nice play there at second. He knew he had to get rid of it in a hurry, and that's a play that he's probably practiced thousands of times from growing up to batting practice and into these big league ball games. Really good job.
Base is empty after the double play. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Two down, nobody on. To the right side, Peraza. Over to first, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. Zach Neto getting ready to hit.
Shortstop, Zach Neto.
That's a ball.
The 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Rips one to left. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here's Mike Trout.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
High fly ball out towards left field. That's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Next for the Angels.
Vaughn Grissom, the next to hit for the Angels. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Parker Messick. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Hey!
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Man, that looked like a pretty good swing, and I was waiting for it to get hammered somewhere. I mean, breaking ball, but he just somehow missed it. Timing looked solid, and his balance was there. He wasn't out on the front foot. Great pitch to hit, but just came up with nothing but air. So, tell you what, that's not a good feeling at all. So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
2 on, 1 out. Sneaks through, base hit. Neto around third. In comes the run from second to third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone.
Right fielder, Joe
Here's Joe Adell, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player.
Ball. That's inside.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Now there's a
No, that's
bullet
foul.
down the line, and that's just foul. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. High
Timeout.
bounce
Round
takes
roll
it
double.
over the fence for an automatic double. And a run comes in to score.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. Fouls away the first offering.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Here's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. In the air, left field. Martinez under this one. And that's the third out. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Guardians 5 and the Angels 3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brent Suter. He's been so good against lefties. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Jose Soriano, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening.
Ball.
Suter, in his 9th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Battling here as he fouls it away. Another 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Schneeman
Ball
in the
one.
box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Upstairs.
Ball upstairs.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. The throw to first, and there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Guardians, left fielder Angel.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Angel Martinez. This one in the air, right field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. The 0-1. And that one fouled off.
Yeah, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
2 down, nobody on. On a bounce right side, Peraza sends it to first. Inning over. The Guardians go down in order, and it remains 5-3. Back now at
Getting off
Progressive
the
Field.
Angels.
Here's the Angels catcher,
Number
Sebastian
38.
Rivero.
Hey.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he starts the 7th with a leadoff double.
He was all over
Up
that
next
one.
for the Angels,
Really important at bat coming up now.
Teodosio.
And next for LA, Bryce Teodosio. Out towards right center field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Angels, shortstop Zach Neto.
So now with one away and a man at second. And now Zach Neto. Here he is in a spot where he makes most of his money against left-handed pitching.
Good
Inside,
slider
ball
down
one.
and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Yeah.
There's the strike. And here's a slow roller
Oh, that's
down
foul.
the line, and it's foul. Tying run at the plate. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. A 2-run homer.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Trout, manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Parker Messick will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Eric Sabrowski into the game. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Way out front for strike two.
Ball.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
For the Angels, third baseman Vaughn Grissom.
So in now for the Angels, Vaughn Grissom, 1 for 3. In the air to left center, Kwan moving under it, and that is that. But this clutch home run gets us even again, all even at 5 apiece. Back here in Cleveland, set for the last half of the 7th. Travis Bazzana digs in for the Guardians. On a line, base hit.
Waste no time there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Liner caught it second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Go ahead run on base. Brian Rocchio, the next to hit.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And that one fouled off.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The Guardians with the go-ahead run at first here at the bottom of the 7th. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch. He's
That's
gone
ball
off
2.
speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
And that one moves his feet. Three-two now. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Guardians, center fielder, Steven.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Brent Suter won't go any further tonight. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Drew Pomeranz.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Stephen Kwan now at the plate.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Hey! Swing and a miss. 0-2. Right through there, got him. Third out. Guardians lead 1, and this remains a 5-5 ball game. We go to the 8th. Now it's the DH for the Angels, Jorge Soler. Hard ground ball, base knock. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know, they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Here's the Angels pinch runner, Josh Lowe. And next for the Angels, Joe Adell.
Ball.
The 1-0.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
To the right side, and a base hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now the go-ahead run's in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
And up next for Los Angeles, Nolan Schanuel.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season,
outside.
so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
On the ground, could be 2. Bazana tossed to second, on to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Oswald Peraza digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Two down, go ahead run in scoring position. Breaking ball misses down and away. In the air, right field, DeLauder on the move, and that's the third out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Here in Cleveland, on to the bottom of the 8th, Chase DeLauder digs in for the Guardians.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
And the 0-1. That's to third, Grissom. Throwing the dirt, and he can't come up with it.
Up next for the Guardians.
Well, Well, we're going to see throwing errors from third base from time to time, and that's a pretty good example of why. If you don't get behind the throw properly, it's really easy to throw a power sinker over there to first. And first baseman, I'm sure he wants another shot at that pick, try to bail out his teammate, but that was just a tough one to come up with.
Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Jose Ramirez. A switch hitter batting right. And that one is lifted in the air. One away.
Up next for the Guardians, first baseman, Kyle.
And here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Pomerantz checks over to first, and he's back.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Just missed. And a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The throw to third. Throw comes in quickly. Holds that go-ahead run at third. And there's still one away.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Runners at the corners here. One away. Daniel Schneemann getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
The Guardians with the go-ahead run at third. Here the bottom half of the eighth inning. That misses. And now it's even 1-1.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
2 on, 1 out. That one lifted to left. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. Play at the plate. Save. And they take the lead.
What a time to miss the cutoff, Boog. If he puts that throw on the money, they've got a chance to get that runner at home. Instead, a critical run scores. That could swing this game.
Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. Fouled off left side.
Well, that two-seamer's heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Manzardo off of first with 2 away. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. Through 8 full, the Guardians on top 6-5. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the Angels catcher, Sebastian Rivero. Number 92 on the pitch here.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
There's a strike. smoked on the ground to second. Now one gone in the ninth.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And now the center fielder, Bryce Teodosio.
No, that's down.
The Guardians trying to close out a one-run lead here at the top of the ninth.
Ball 2.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low.
Ball 1.
And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
That one misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound. Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
And that one ripped to left, brings it in. 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Trout in the box, lays off for ball 1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. The Halos down to their final strike. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. A 2-run shot, and the Halos jump out in front. It's 7-6. These fans are dealing with some heartbreak right now.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 2 down. Vaughn Grissom, the next to hit for the Angels. And a ground ball to first. Handles, throws to first, and the inning is over. And some late inning drama here in the ninth as this homer gives them the lead. And this is now a 7-6 ball game.
Now pitching for the
Back
Angels.
now, and on the
Number
mound, the
40,
closer, Sam Bachman. A chance at his first save of the year. Stepping up for the Guardians, Travis Bazzana. He's already homered in this game.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
One-run game, bottom 9. And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And up next for Cleveland, Patrick Bailey. Inside.
Nope, that's
ball
inside.
1. And a strike on the outside corner at 95. Pitch misses. Ball 2. To short, could be 2. Neto to second, a double play. That might send some folks towards the exits. 2 gone.
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
Last out for the Guardians in this one. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. And that's ripped for a base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Digging in, Stephen Kwan. That one almost got him.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
Tying run is at first. And the home team trying to pull it out. Grounds one to short. The flip. And that is the ball game.
Well, all game, this team had to battle with that 10th man. Those fans making a lot of noise, but they took the lead in the 9th inning, quieted things down, and were able to get those final 3 outs in the bottom half as well. Just a very well executed ball game.
One-run game here today. Your final score 7-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.